Well, I think wellness is the choices you make towards living a more fulfilling life. So that can mean different things to different people. But I think it always encompasses physical, emotional, mental, and social well being. So many people, myself included, find incorporating cannabinoids into their daily wellness routines to be really beneficial to their overall quality of life. Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Elmes, Director of Scientific Affairs for Canna Craft and Care by Design. To me, cannabis is wellness. So, Care by Design and Canna Craft, we have an official mission statement, and that is cultivating health and happiness through cannabis. And I think we really believe in those ideals and live to them. I think cannabinoid-based therapies have a great deal of promise, particularly in treating things like pain, anti-inflammatory effects, and anxiety. So the fact that we can make products that are actually benefiting people and helping them live more fulfilling lives is really an exciting thing. So we have everything from vapes to soft gels to tinctures to chocolate bars, chocolate-covered fruits, gummies, mints, beverages like Hi-Fi and Keef. You name it, we probably make it. So we really have a very wide and diverse portfolio of products. Well, there's a few things. I think there's our commitment to full spectrum approach. We really don't believe in isolates. We really think the spectrum of cannabinoids and other bioactive compounds from the cannabis plant are really interplaying to make a great product. Another thing that makes us unique is I think our kind of personalized approach in our Care by Design line. We're the ones that really were the first ones to do the ratio approach. So you'll see every Care by Design product has a ratio of CBD to THC content. And what that does is allows you to personalize your cannabis experience to what works for you. So for instance, myself, I might take an 18-to-1 tincture before I go to work because I find CBD helps me to give you some mental clarity. But I wouldn't want to take a 1-to-1 tincture before work because I don't want to feel the psychoactive effects. That's something I might want to wait till nighttime before bed to take. So the degree of personalization and customization is really a really great approach to cannabis dosing, I think. It's a hard one to answer because everyone's a little bit different and everyone has different tolerances to how they experience the effects of THC and CBD. However, there's one really interesting fact is that CBD is very well known to mitigate anxiety that might be induced by THC. Some people find THC to be a little bit anxiogenic to say, so it induces anxiety, but taking CBD along with it actually gives a much more nice mellow feeling. So the combination of these two compounds that are both made by the cannabis plant is really absolutely fascinating. So, a new user, I always recommend to start low, go slow, and raise your dose a little bit each day until you find the effect you're looking for. And that might be different for everybody. So you might want to start with a high ratio of CBD THC, something like an 18-to-1 or 40-to-1. So there could be very little bit psychoactivity, little to no, psychotropic highs induced. You should just get a nice, calm, mellow feeling. If you feel that you might want to experience a little bit more of those psychoactive effects, you might want to increase your ratio to something more like a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-1, and maybe take another half milliliter each day if you want to, a little bit more tincture each day until you find that effect you're looking for. I think it's going to be very different for the person. If you have an inflammatory response, say, or have an injury, that might be something you might want to take a stronger dose for to actually treat these acute effects that are being induced to you. The flip side, some people find more benefit in taking CBD daily. People with things might have anxious thoughts that they're riddled with. That daily dose of CBD generally tends to calm those anxious and racing mind effects. So it really depends, I think, on the person and what they're taking it for, whether you want to take something a little bit more acutely or you're targeting something that might benefit more to a chronic dosing every day, take your kind of standard daily CBD. The vast majority of the population right now is in full support of legalization. We see these demographics that have never used cannabis before, particularly like the elderly people that actually need these compounds the most because they're the people that are being affected by things like inflammatory pain in their joints, and just they're the people that stand to benefit the most, but have historically never used cannabis, mostly due to the stigma that are revolved around it. But it's really exciting time again, because these are the people that are now walking into the doors of the dispensary. They're looking for products. These are the people that want to smoke joints and bongs and all that, but a tincture or a soft gel, that's what they know and they're comfortable with, and they're actually finally experimenting with it because they're getting over their stigma, and many of them are finding that it's really helping their lives.